Hello, I'm Sarah Wray, editor of Smart Cities World. Welcome to today's webinar on lighting's role in smarter cities with Tridonic. A quick bit of housekeeping before we start. After the short presentations, we'll move into a question and answer session, and we welcome your questions and encourage you to send them in. On the control panel on your screen, you'll see a chat box. Just write your question in that box and press send. We'll aim to answer as many questions as we can today. The session is being recorded, and after the webinar finishes, we'll be sending out an email with the link so that you have the audio on the slides so you can watch again at your convenience. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll get started. So today I'm going to be joined by Saurabh Madan, the Global Application Marketing Manager at Tridonic, Valdemar Becker, the Global Product Manager of Outdoor at Tridonic, Gabriel Fernandez, the General Manager at SESE, and Albert de Ramos, the Technical Manager at SESE. Also, to just quickly mention that we have a hashtag for the event, hashtag outdoor lighting, so please feel free to share your insights throughout the webinar as the discussion unfolds. Thank you. During this webinar, we're going to be looking at the evolving and emerging applications of smart city outdoor lighting solutions and how this contributes to enabling a smart city strategy. We're going to look at research which provides insights into how cities can prioritise efforts in their lighting strategy to get the maximum return on their investment. We've got a great case study from Lloret de Mar in Spain. In partnership with systems integrator SESE and Tridonic, the tourist town achieved significant energy savings using existing lighting infrastructure. We're also going to look ahead at some future trends in outdoor lighting. So for me, lighting has something of a charm which other smart city infrastructure doesn't. When we think about the term infrastructure, we often think grey and functional. But lighting is different. It can be beautiful and multi-purpose, and it's something most citizens experience every single day, presenting a real opportunity to make a noticeable difference to their lives. In many towns and cities across the world, legacy street lights are being replaced with new and more efficient LED lighting. Not only that, these lighting systems are becoming connected, serving as a platform for a whole array of smart city services. And we're going to hear some great examples of that during this webinar. So many cities are now using lighting as the foundation for their smart city transformation to help them manage the challenges of increasing urbanisation and to provide citizens with better services. Although there's no agreed definition of a smart city, and I'm sure that you have your own ideas on what it means for your city or the cities that you're working in, there are some common themes across almost all initiatives. For example, using technology to improve quality of life and promote sustainability, being data-driven, being citizen-centric, and focusing on the horizontal integration of solutions and services rather than a vertical approach, and also the focus on economic growth. So I'm going to hand over to Saurabh at Tridonic now, and he's going to tell us more about how lighting in practice is helping cities and towns to achieve these aims.
Thanks a lot, Sarah. A very welcome from my side. I'm Saurabh Madan, and I'm the Global Application Marketing Manager at Tridonic. For some of our participants who don't know about Tridonic, let me give you a short introduction. Tridonic is a world-leading supplier of lighting technology. We support our customers with intelligent hardware and software solutions by offering the highest level of quality, reliability, and energy savings. And I will be joined by Valdemar Becker, the Global Product Manager Outdoor. Moving further, why lighting is an enabler for smart cities. To understand this, first we have to understand about the lighting planning of future cities. So lighting planning of future cities will be governed in two ways. One is the physical master plan, the other one is a digital master plan. So when urban planners design lighting master plan, they consider many things into considerations, such as the building environment and the architecture, the people living into the places, their activities during day and night, sustainable infrastructure, and system should be flexible and adaptable. The idea is to create safe and engaging public spaces. Lighting is an important factor in creating these spaces. Urban planning has traditionally been coordinated by architects, engineers, and lighting designers. But now the trends are changing, especially when we see the rise of internet in the last 2 decades. Now we can control many things just by touch of a button in our mobile phones, or just by saying or commanding something to Alexa. This creates a need or the demand to do the digital master planning in future, where the devices are talking to each other. Let's explore what all possibilities lighting can offer in a digital master plan. So talking about digital master plan in a city where you have a different stakeholders and every stakeholder has a different requirement. So talking about utilities companies, they are looking to save more energy and to save more money. So they can use smart grid technology, and they can also use the adaptive road lighting, which we will cover today as a use case, how lighting can help you in that. For police, it is more important to keep the citizens safe. So for them, the safety is very important factor. And we will also talking today how you can help or lighting can help you in getting this, providing the safety to the citizens and helping the police. For city operator, they are looking for public parking an efficient way so that you can easily identify where the free parking spots are, and also to manage the overall traffic in a city. And for citizens, they are looking for something as a lighting solution where they feel like for the night it should be dark sky, and also more human-centric way the streets are lit up. And for city marketing, they are looking for Wi-Fi hotspots where if you are purchasing something in future, you will also get when you're passing on a street, you will get information on your phone that the nearby shop of Sarah will give me 25% discount. So these kind of possibilities you can see through lighting. And so whether you are a municipality, system integrator, utility provider, urban planner, architect, a software solution provider, OEM manufacturer, or any key enthusiast or entrepreneur, we support you in creating urban value with intelligent lighting. So the question arises here, how can we create urban value with intelligent lighting? In order to create urban value, apart from being smart, which we think we all are, we have to solve the basic needs first. So the basic needs is efficiency. So lighting accounts 19% of global energy consumption, and also around 40% of city energy budget, which means a lot of energy is being consumed within the city budget, or only with lighting. And how can we save this energy? So you can upgrade your existing street light to an LED street light, which can give you energy around 50 to 70% by replacing your conventional to an LED one. And also you can use adaptive and intelligent lighting system, which means by smart controls, you can really use these systems to really save much more energy efficiency. And this we will anyhow cover today, how you can do that. And also regarding it's not only about the lighting system also, but it's also about efficient infrastructure here. So because it's not only about the product, but also the infrastructure, because if your system is not efficient or reliable, then you are spending a lot of money in doing these things. So you have to really maintain the lighting points, and which is somehow you are spending a lot of money in outdoor environment, which are really complex when you have really the rains or snow or extreme hot weathers. So it costs a lot of money in that things as well. So if you convert all indoor and global outdoor lighting into an LED system, you can reduce an overall 52% of lighting power using an LED system, and also you can avoid 735 million tons of carbon dioxide per year. Now, my next question is, how can we reduce the crime in future cities? We might need to hire superheroes to reduce the crimes, which looks quite difficult or impossible now, but or the other alternative or the other option can be that you increase the light levels or improve the lighting levels in the cities, because a study says that increased light level can reduce 39% of serious crimes which took place in the night. And also, it's not only about pedestrian safety, it is also about the road safety. So between the night, you have 1/4 of the car travel happens between the night peak hours, which are like 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. And it causes around 40% of really serious injuries. And there was a study conducted in Department of Transport in UK, where the people said that they would 63% of the people have been they said that they will have fewer accidents on the road if there is an improved street lighting. And also they said that the street lighting can reduce the severity of road accident by a factor of 3. Now moving on from safety to future or innovation. So for that, we have developed our future trends in outdoor lighting, which are called as Nightscapes 2021. What we have done here is we have done some internal research combining major trends from magazine and also interviewing different stakeholders, digital planners, or outdoor lighting experts. And based on that, we found that the key reason to drive innovation is to create livability. And how can we create these livabilities? To reach this, municipalities are trying to tear down the walls between silos and make sure that departments work together to maximize synergies, which means we have to increase more collaboration. And also to collaborate not only with municipalities, but also within the companies who are offering the solution in the market. So we have to really collaborate together. And the city plans are really aligned with the digital master plan by increasing and making effective use of the technology. The cities, the future cities should be given or should take their ownership on their own to develop their own infrastructures. It means they have to really stress on themselves, bringing focus to their cities and to develop the overall infrastructure. And also we have to work on new and improved tender processes, because it's also about the quality and also to offer a good quality product solutions to the customers. So this would be the new ways which would be the future look like. Now, coming from the trends to an applications. So based on this information, we worked out different use cases, around 24 use cases in outdoor, and we used some of the platforms, and we asked some of the designers, lighting designers, planners, and also some end customers. And on the basis of that, we got rating. We used our social media platforms, and we got this use case rating from different stakeholders. And on the basis of that, we identified top 3 use cases. And this is how we worked on that. And today we will be discussing one of these use cases, and which will be covering today with our case studies in Spain, and also talking about what we can do in future in the later part of the webinar. Now, moving further, we will ask you a poll question here, and just give me a moment so that I will launch that. So what is the next priority for improving the quality of life in cities? So you can select multiple options here. So it could be by improving the air quality, or by improving the traffic flow within the cities, or by increasing public Wi-Fi hotspot as I described, or creating more dynamic public spaces. So if you go in the center, you feel more like with the light you can play with the dynamism of by changing the color temperatures, by making it more warm or cool in the night, or by improving the safety and security of the city. So we will wait for 5 more seconds and then we will close the poll. So I will start accounting here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 70% vote. Come on. Yeah. I'll close it now. So with that, now we will move further and we will talk. As you know, Tridonic is based in Austria, so we are quite in mountains. And now we will move towards Spain, which are surrounded by beautiful beaches. And today we will be also covering one of these case studies which we have done in Spain. And I will be giving you an introduction about this. So basically we have changed the system at Lloret de Mar. It's a famous tourist spot, which is famous for its blue water beaches. And especially during summertime, during the day, you can do really good water sports here. Or if you don't want to do anything, you can just relax on a beach side. And in the evening, you can do good parties, and also you can join some live concerts. So it's really a live place during the day and also in the night, which means the safety of the people is really important, especially in the night when you have a lot of tourists on the streets. You have to take care how they are moving or how you can escape them out if there is some emergency has happened as well. So lighting plays really important role here. And I will also describe about our partner here, SESE. So SESE is responsible for infrastructure and operating the street light. This Barcelona-based technical service provider specializes in installation, operation, and renewal of public lighting systems, and manages more than over 400,000 light points in Spain. And from SESE, we have two gentlemen here. Gents, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. Hello, I'm Alberto Ramos, the technical manager of SESE. First of all, just thank you to invite us to expose our projects and participate in this webinar. It's always good to share our experiences. And also I present our general manager, Gabriel Fernandez.
Hi everyone, I'm Gabriel Fernandez.
So thank you very much for your introduction. Just to inform our participants that we will do interactive question and answer session here with SESE. So I will be asking them some questions, not that challenging one, and they will be answering that to make it more interactive and to make it more live. Yeah. So my first question to you is, what are your key needs of you and your customers when you were planning for this lighting solution?
Well, the first objective by using new technologies is increase energy efficiency and reduce carbon footprint. Also, it's very important to give more comfort and quality of lighting. But sometimes it's difficult because we need to retain the existing luminary infrastructure. This quality means give more flexibility and adaptability with options to manage the high lighting levels remotely. Finally, it's important that all the control solutions have to be easy to integrate into any system by any provider because the municipalities need to manage different technologies in a city.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for this answer. And now I would like to also ask Waldemar, my colleague here. Waldemar, can you explain us what kind of solution Tridonic provided to fulfill the needs or the challenges which were faced by SESE and Spanish municipalities?
Well, as the first request was, you can see here, we have a typical infrastructure in Europe that the controls of the public lighting are managed via the cabinet. And the most crucial thing was how we can use the existing infrastructure and implement an adaptive or adjustable light level. So you can see here on the slide the cabinet where you see the controller or the solution from SESE. And with this, you can, or you have the access to the luminaires or to the driver over the grid, right? And as well, you will see later when we describe the project in Lloret de Mar, you can adjust the light level when it's needed, and you can adjust on that level which you require in the area. So the most important thing was to take the existing infrastructure and having an open and not proprietary protocol to implement the adaptive light level into the existing network with a controller from SESE.
So my next question is to SESE, that apart from Lloret de Mar, there are 3 further sites. Can you explain a bit about that in detail? And what are the benefits which you have seen there?
We did 4 projects, as you see in the slide, the different 4 projects. 2 of them, Sitges and Lloret de Mar, consist in replacing only the luminaire or retrofitting solution to adapt a classical luminaire at the end in the Sitges case. And the other 2, we replaced all the installations, poles included, cables. And Lloret de Mar and Sitges, basically we illuminate a pedestrian zone with a lot of activity on summer season, where the norms oblige to put high levels of lighting with a high level of quality of this lighting, vertical lighting, CRI. And in Granollers, we replace all the installation, as I say, giving a new adaptive lighting in the most important part of the city, where they need to adapt the lighting levels for different events, what they do, like concerts, games, anything like that. At the last and the most important by units is Tarragona, with more than 200 lights. The biggest city of the 4 projects that we illuminated the principal avenues of the city with a design luminaire by Iguzzini and with the hardest specifications by lighting norms. Just for concluding, in all the projects, we save a lot of energy, but also, I think it's more important giving a good service of lighting.
Okay, very good. Can you also describe a bit more about the flexibility of light and why does it matter?
Well, the streets and their lighting facilities are alive. The requirements can vary during their life, and it is necessary to have tools to manage and adapt to the citizens. We cannot plan a fixed lighting solution for all life. What that means that we create a livable atmosphere. Then having a tool where we can change these levels remotely with an easy web applications and friendly interface for the operators helps a lot to achieve this atmosphere. Specifically in Lloret de Mar project, we configure a curve for winter. That means October to May, where we can save more energy during these months, where the streets have lower flux of people. These curves, where reduce the lighting levels, has to adjust to the lighting norms, where it is specified the minimum levels. Then in summer season, as you see on the screen, that means to June to September, we apply a curve without reduction. When the cities increase the number of the citizens, normally multiplied by 10, where they are looking to enjoy his holidays in the beaches, night parties, and also shopping in the streets. Finally, the benefits are to give the correct lighting levels when the city needs, validating the specification of the lighting norm to give safety to the people.
Okay, great. So my next question to you is what benefits you have seen here or SESE has seen here, and do you have any figures or numbers describing about it?
Well, in terms of saving, we can affirm that we save up to 75%, an average of all the projects, reducing 37 kilowatts of power. That helps a lot to reduce the energy bills in Spain, because the term of the power is very expensive here in Spain. But afterwards, we reduce the municipality energy cost, the programming cost also, reducing a lot of time that we spend comparing, we have to do one by one for each luminaire. And for ending, I think the most important thing in these projects, the luminaire cost rest the same, because we don't need an extra device like a control node to give us this functionality.
Okay, great. So my next question is, when you are looking for an outdoor lighting solution, what are the important considerations you have to bear in the mind?
First of all, offer a lighting solution adapted to the space. Then maximum guarantees of the operation, since the lighting network is a priority to offer security and visibility to the citizens, especially in the other extreme conditions. Also, they must be an easy solution to manage and maintain, since they must last over time and coexist with other technologies. The LEDs only, at this moment in Spain, it's the 10% of all the market installed. And it's important that the new electronic elements, the drivers, helps to the maintenance tasks of the LED luminaires, to know their operations better and to be able to analyze better the faults. All the faults in the LED luminaires, it's very usual to have problems in the driver. All these new technologies for us have to be open, using standard protocols where we can integrate in our software services. Finally, it's important to give a high quality of lighting, vertical illuminance, and making cities and people look more vibrant in the night. For us, that means a lighting service.
Okay, great. I'm done with the questions from my side. Sarah, do you have any questions from your side?
Yeah, so you mentioned about the important things when choosing a provider. I just wondered if there were any specific reasons that you then decided to go with Tridonic in this partnership.
Since CEFE is more than 100 years into operating and maintaining lighting systems, and only for that we need it's a reliable partner to support in this case. We have projects also outside of Spain too, basically in South America. So we needed a partner who is globally present, also and reliable. Tridonic is a strong partner with a global network and offer a quality product, given his experience in lighting control knowledge, with an open protocols of communications, with the ability to integrate into urban control systems. Just in this case, in this project, Tridonic, you can say all the ready-to-mains protocol is published in their website. Then today it's impossible to have all the skills and to be competitive in the all moments. So it's completely necessary, these kinds of partnerships. We want an installation shall last longer without any problems or issues, especially when upgrading the existing infrastructure.
Excellent, thank you.
Thanks. So moving further, I would like to give you a quite summary about the project. And as you can see, beautiful pictures on the site of Spain. It also says that a smart city doesn't need to be looking very futuristic. It can be also on heritage site as well. So it's really important that what kind of solution you provide to what kind of requirements. And so let me give you a complete summary of what exactly were the key customer challenges here, and what were the trends we also saw, and what were the solutions we offered. So first of all, this, as Sarah described in the starting, that there is a mega trend about urbanization, and the people are now moving towards the cities. But the problem here is that the cities are not designed to take that much people. As people are moving towards the cities, the cities are not really equipped to take that much of people. So which means we need to do the upgradation on the existing infrastructure, and we need to improve this overall process. But it cannot happen without doing changes, and it is also really difficult because you are somehow limited with the existing infrastructure, where you cannot expand it beyond that. So what we provided here is that we have a protocol which is called as U6Me2, which offers you to upgrade within your existing installations. So it means you don't have to really do rewiring of the systems, or you don't have to dig in the holes in the streets, and you can do it really from your feeder panel itself. And it's an open protocol, which means it is easily integrated with any solution provider, and you can use this information in a digital way to integrate with other devices as well. So it is really open and useful to if you want to integrate with any other software systems in future. Now, the other trend which we also saw is regarding the digitalization, and which means it also a problem, or you can say a challenge for a customer to get a flexibilities to change the light without going manually on the site. And what we provided here, a solution, is that with our system, you can do easy controlling and dimming of the light. You can do it within your within your office by a central laptop, or just also go in the site like this person who can control it with his tablet itself. So you can do a remote monitoring from any location, and you can change the light levels as per your requirement here. And this also, you can get a graphical representation where you can easily change it as per the different profiles. Now, coming to the next challenges was also the trends. As you know, that we also found that one of the big mega trend is create livability, and also which is for citizens really important, and also for city providers to have a continuous safety for the pedestrians who are walking on these roads. And solution here, what we provided as a flexibility, where you can really customize the right light levels. For example, like Albert described that in summer, you can really increase the light level in the night so that it would be adjusted for events or to make people more safe in the night. And for winters, you can reduce the light levels as per the situation on the street or on the road. And also thinking from the luminaire manufacturer side, so from the lighting technology side, because we are also a solution provider to the luminaire manufacturer companies, the trend is going on towards the minimalistic side, which means you have to reduce the size of the luminaire, but you still have to make better and safe design. And it should also be consistent and long-lasting solution overall. So these are the key challenges for them. But as a solution which we provide here is we have a miniaturized design where we have no additional components, and we provide a one-stop shop solution to all our customers. We are more reliable because we have an inbuilt surge protection for 10 kilovolts. So in case of surges or the strikes, lightning strikes, our products will last longer. And also we have a longer lifetime and warranties for 8 years here. You to being more safe. Now coming on to the efficient one, which means if you see here, the trend is also moving towards the sustainability of the cities, and also for municipalities really important, and also for utility companies to reduce the overall energy consumption. And we provide here a kind of a dimming technology called as ChronoStep, where you can by default do the settings on the system, or you can change or modify it as per your requirement. And as you can see here, like if you have in the mid of night, you can reduce it to 50%, and you can play around this with 8 different steps. So you can play whatever levels you want to have. You can do that on existing infrastructure. Now, also it demands for an efficient infrastructure where you need to have a savings in terms of time and cost while commissioning and maintaining this system. And what we provide here is with our protocol, you don't need an additional wiring, so it can really program by a powered main solution, and which means you are saving a lot of money in terms of wiring and construction. And you don't need to do a pole-to-pole commissioning, means you don't need to go on every pole and do a manual commissioning there. You can do it via a central feeder pillar systems. And also it's really easy operation and maintenance, which means you can save much more than you can expect. Now, moving further, what we believe more in innovation, providing innovative solution, being more efficient, and providing more safe solution to our customers. And as you can see here in this picture, you can see in the evening time when there are a lot of people on the streets, the light levels are high. And when you see there is like around 11 o'clock, you can dim down your light to 50%. So you can be more efficient at that time. And in the night, you can further dim down to as desired levels as you want. And what is innovative here is that since we are doing it on an existing infrastructure, and you are talking now in digital world, so you have this open protocol which can connect to your existing infrastructure without doing any further modifications. And also when you can provide safety to your customers by increasing or decreasing these light levels. So if in case of summers, if you have more people on the streets, you can increase the light levels or increase it as per the demand. So it's more flexible and efficient overall, if I would say. Now, moving further, as we talked about innovation, and we are focusing more on innovation. So what we are going to solve next in future. So we have covered today one of the use cases, which is adaptive road lighting. And Waldemar, would you like to add on something here?
Yes, thank you, Sarah. So as we covered adaptive road lighting, we can see here could be the next steps. So public parking or safety are as well quite high rated. But in these both use cases, we have to equip sensors. And this is the big trend coming into the market. So for public parking, you have to sense especially cars, trucks, so objects to detect and to use the in-lighting infrastructure to provide the information if public parking is free or not. And on the right side, you can see a safety use case where we speak about if there is an accident or a gunshot or other emergency cases, we have to be able to detect this in the fields, on the roads, on the streets, and provide the information, especially to police or other instances in a city. So sensors are becoming more and more important. And yeah, well, we will see what is the next trigger from the market to solve one of the use cases. And let's see if how the next step will be. And maybe you will see in a couple of weeks an announcement how we will continue with the next future use cases.
So now we will talk about, as we described, that we want to be more innovative and we want to continuously develop on that. So we have a link here, which is you can also be part of our rating systems, where you can give your valuable inputs. And as I discussed that, we have 24 use cases, future use cases, and we are looking forward for your suggestions or rating here, so that we will try to build up our future portfolio based on your requirements. And you can anyhow contact us if you have some further ideas, or you want to collaborate, or you want to do something really exciting within your smart city infrastructure, or if you have some good ideas to collaborate with us for future. I would like to say that you can contact me or Waldemar for that. And also I would like to stress here about further development. So we will also be working further to make these cases more effective, and bringing these solutions to you as a real benefit in the real atmosphere. So with that, I would like to reveal the poll results which you have shared here. In a moment.
Excellent. So we can see that almost all, well, that 3/4 of people that answered feel that safety and security is a priority. Air quality and traffic flow are also important, and followed by creating more dynamic public spaces, and then finally public Wi-Fi hotspots, which 22% of people said is important for them. Sarah, did these results surprise you, or?
Yeah, I would say it's really interesting because we were expecting these things to improve the air quality, because it's also becoming more challenging, and also the traffic is a big problem if you see in the cities now. But also I am really surprised that safety and security, which we described, is still like the big challenge, So as you know that, and we are also trying to stress upon that as a company, that we provide more safety and security, and we are working on some of the use cases where you can get, if you have an accident, you can really work on how you can get information to the nearest police stations and all. So it's really interesting, and I'm not surprised also with dynamic public spaces, because I didn't expect it much of the results here, but still good. 36% shows a good. Yeah, Valdemar, you want to add something?
Yes, as Sarah mentioned, our key focuses are the main three: safety, security, and innovation. So innovation, furthering, driving more the future use cases and solving problems. So we can see that we are not on the right way. And as Sarah described, trends in the big cities are air quality and the traffic management, to improve the process and bring the next step to grow the city into a bigger and have
more livable. Yeah. Okay, with that, I would like to close the poll results. And Sarah, would you have some questions for Valdemar or me?
Yeah, so for you and Valdemar to begin with, you mentioned the Nightscapes 2021 project. I just wondered if you could tell us a little bit more about that, what you were trying to achieve, and some more context around it.
Yes, Sarah. So we are faced with the new century on the new fast cycles, technology cycles. So market is moving quite fast. Technology cycles are decreasing, and Tridonic is a quite big company, and we need to have a scenario for the future to move on. And Nightscapes is the internal naming for it. It's a tool where how we describe the future to be prepared and to support and work together with our customer and partners on the future, and being flexible and faster to bring the right solution to the market when it's needed. And that's why we rate the use cases, and looking around from the first impulses in the market, and offering the right portfolio for it.
Okay, excellent. So the next one, in the case study that we went through, obviously the partnership was a key aspect to making this project work. So I'll go to you first, Albert. Can you tell me a little bit more about how this partnership got started, and how you make what's required to make a partnership like this a success?
Well, it's just we know the Tridonics product, and we met I think 2 years ago with this new driver, with his functionalities. We analyzed with our software developers, and we just Tridonic sent to us the protocol, and we check the protocol together, and in 3 months we program all the protocol in our controller, and at the end we share all the solution and with the Tridonic ideas and us, and then we started into the market at this merge, and we are starting to do projects, these pilots that we do in the 4 projects we present today, and we are following now in this year. I think we expected we have 2 projects. I think we expected to change more than 2,000 luminaires with this solution. Then I think it's a good partnership, and hoping that can grow in more countries than Spain.
Excellent. Sarah, do you have anything to add to that on the theme of partnerships?
Yeah, actually, Tridonic is really we believe in partnership, and it is also one of our key strategy to go further in terms of market and also in terms of smart cities, because we believe that we cannot do alone everything. So the collaboration is the key here, and this is also I would also request to all of you as attendees or the participants that we are really looking forward for further partnerships, also with some end user if they have some new concepts where we can really bring in something to reality, and also with respect to some utility providers or system integrators who can really help us in delivering this to the end user, because we as a technology provider, we can really help you in bringing up a new technological solutions, and which you can integrate as we described. It's an open protocol, so you can use this service within your system to multiply it with further future use cases as well. So I think that it is also our key message that we want to say, that we believe in partnership, and we would like to do more and more, and we would be working in that to really bring some really good, cool use cases in future. Yeah.
Excellent. So another question that's come in, which is related to this kind of ecosystem approach, is about the specific role of SESE. So Albert or Gabriel, perhaps you can take this, asking, what the specific remit of SESE was. Was SESE acting as an energy services company, or how did that work?
Well, in this case, somebody's asked about the Lloret de Mar project. We are a ESCO company. In the Lloret de Mar, we just are operator and maintenance of the lighting infrastructure of the city. But SESE as well, we are a ESCO company. We are managing more than 12 contracts in this kind of type of contract. Then it depends about the municipality wants to choose if a public investment or private investment. But it's also a solution that we apply in the last years. It's very usual here in Spain.
Excellent, thank you. Well, that covers most of what we were to get through today. Do you have any closing comments, Sarah?
Yes, I would like to first of all thank you for organizing this, and also very well from the starting, because for us it's really challenging, because we all three are sitting on 3 different locations. So we so Sarah is sitting in UK, and we are sitting in Austria, and SESE is sitting in Spain. So this is how also we see that the future things are going on, and how digitalization is helping us to collaborate. So this is really interesting that we 3 are sitting in different locations and talking together on a same topic. So one thing, and I would also like to thank Smart City World and Sarah and Nolan and John for providing us really good insights from the starting slides. And also I would like to thank here SESE because they really helped us in executing this challenging project in Spain, and also for joining today and giving our useful insights to the participants from their end. And from Tridonic side, I would like to thank Waldemar and the whole outdoor team for supporting me. And I would also like to thank all of the audience to joining or logging here. And what I would also trying to say here is that we are working in a collaborative environment, as I described already, but we are also, if you have some challenges or questions here where you are looking for something with solution, you can also contact your local nearest Tridonic representative, where you have some ideas how you can collaborate in future smart cities. And also, if you have some really big challenges which you are looking to solve, we can help you in doing that. And what I also think that if you have, you can also reach to me and Waldemar if you have some future ideas where you can think that this would enable us to reach more closer to a smart city world, and also can help us in solving the basic challenges. Because first of all, we are talking smart, but also we have to think about what we can do to upgrade your existing infrastructure or to improve your existing system. So if you have some really challenges, you can contact us, our sales representatives, and we are happy to help you there. And with that, I would like to thank you very much, and thanks for joining in. And I wish you a very good morning, afternoon, and evening in different part of the world. Thanks a lot, Sarah.
Excellent. Thank you. So just a reminder, we'll follow up by email with a link to the on-demand webinar. And thank you once again for taking part in the webcast.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.